Welcome to Gear Playtime Episode 3.
Hi, this is Andrew with 555 Gear. Welcome to my 65 Ford Mustang. Not my normal Gear Playtime location, but I just got off a fascinating phone call with Max Rosero, who works for YouTube. He's a consultant manager for YouTube partners, and I got to spend a half an hour talking directly with YouTube, so I'm going to be sharing my conversation with you today. So the first thing that Max talked to me about was just what do I want to do with my channel? Where did I start? What are my goals? And for longtime viewers, that's something you're very familiar with. High quality gear review content, product that I think have something more important than just what you'd find in a standard ad copy, trying to show maybe a greater level of significance in the gear that we're using, how we can improve our lives really by the gear that we have. Where do I want to go with the channel? Well, I told him the sky's really the limit. I would love to be able to do this full time, although I definitely am not working in a concrete way to do that. And he had some really fascinating things to say, some very detailed and some more broad. So one thing that he said that was very interesting to me was it's very important for me to invite non-subscribers to subscribe. I actually have a lot of viewers who are non-subscribers who just come in for a specific review of something. They see it, maybe they like it, they generally do, and then they leave. So I need to find a way to invite people to stay on board and get kind of interested in the broader project of 555 Gear. Another interesting thing that he mentioned was if my trailer is old, people will think I haven't made videos in a while, so it's important to create an updated trailer regularly. And so I will be making a new trailer, maybe a little bit more succinct than my last one, which is about 1 minute and 30 seconds, explaining my channel and inviting new subscribers to come in and check things out. One thing that Max definitely encouraged was being willing to expand my content and to experiment. This is something I've been very nervous to do in this channel because I started off with a very narrow focus. Really, the tabletop reviews are something I worked on quite a while to get to a point where I felt like it was high enough quality that everyone who would come would think, okay, that was a good review. So experimenting is kind of a risk that I was afraid to take for a long time. And so these vlogs are one step for me to kind of expand, try things new, and maybe bring you in a little bit more. One thing he mentioned, which I thought was interesting, he said, in my reviews themselves, I could be getting in front of the camera more. So he said, when you're actually describing a detail about the product in a very specific way, that's where that kind of talking hands part is important. But he says, but when you're giving a broader reflection on the item, that would be a great point for you to get in front of the camera and maybe help people see a little bit more personally where I'm coming from. We spent some time talking about what are the kinds of things that will make my channel more interesting to you viewers. And that's really something that I'd like to hear from you before I say what he says. So right now, just take a minute and let me know what would be the most interesting thing that you would like to see from me. What would make you come to my videos more regularly? What would make you interested in sharing my videos? What are the kind of things that if you could do anything with this channel, what would you do differently? Okay, thanks. So what he actually recommended was definitely FaceTime. He said he likes a new Gear Playtime vlog, and he says that it's very important to have that relationship with your subscribers, that I'm willing to actually get in front of a camera and talk to you guys. As viewers, you are not necessarily just going to be interested in tabletop reviews. You might be interested in other broader, more perspective issues that I have. And he said try to find other ways that you can create content that will engage your viewers for the things that they came here for, but maybe expand their interest in another way. So if you have ideas about how I could do that, I would really love to hear that. One other thing that Max said he encourages in general and YouTube really likes to see is collaborations, and he said it would be really great for me to collaborate with channels that have maybe 10 times as many subscribers as I have. He said, why'd you collaborate with Nut and Fancy? And I was like, well, it's not that simple. It would be really interesting for me to collaborate with other content creators who have around the same subs as me, or maybe more, or maybe less, but you're doing something that is really cool. So if you're interested in collaborating with me, if you have a unique idea for collaboration, definitely feel free to get in touch with me. I'm also going to be getting in touch with channels that I think it'd be really fun collaborating with. I collaborated with Tyler at the Knives, Guns, and Gear channel to do his gear commentary. We had regular live conversations about gear for a few months, and that was really nice. I've also done a thing with Matt V 2099 a while ago, and I also did something recently with the Urban Gentry. So I really am open to collaborations if something that comes up that I think will be fun and will be interesting. He gave me some kind of narrow specific tips about improving my channel art, my playlist. He said generally you want to have a very detailed playlist set on my actual homepage. So when you click on the 555 Gear homepage, what are you going to see? Well, he said people will be interested in clicking individual playlists, so create horizontal bars of your various playlists so people can say, okay, well good, I want to view your watch reviews, or I want to view your knife reviews, I want to view whatever reviews I'm doing, maybe I want to watch your vlogs. You can get into that playlist right from my homepage. So that's one thing I'm going to be changing. He said to do something like this full time, you'd really need to be producing videos on a much more regular basis. So he said one thing I could put up in my header is videos every Thursday, or videos every Wednesday, or videos every other Saturday, or something like that. It's really hard for me with my schedule to commit to making videos on a given day, but I do want to be able to let everyone know that, hey, I'm making videos twice a week, or something like that. So that's something you might see me trying to commit to in a little bit more wholehearted way. He also mentioned that he was going to be getting in touch with me in the next couple weeks to be talking about a few of the easy improvements I can make, as well as some of the more long-term improvements that he was recommending. So the easy updates to my channel page, a new trailer, and then kind of the broader goal of creating a bond with my viewers. So Max, hopefully I'll be talking to you sometime in October. I really appreciated you giving me the opportunity to talk directly with YouTube. One other thing they did mention is some of my older videos have some audio issues. The audio just cuts out. That was not something that originally was a problem, but he said he's going to look into that. So guys who are going through some of my old videos and notice that there's audio problems, that is something that it's actually on YouTube's end, and they will be fixing it. So I'm very happy about that. Lastly, again, he really encouraged me to ask you guys what would be the most interesting thing and what would you like to see on this channel. So 555 Gear, where would you like it to go? What would you like me to be doing? What are some directions that you think that this channel could take? I will be posting more about this exchange with YouTube and have some future videos, hopefully, if I'm talking with YouTube more. I really appreciate everyone's feedback on this, and thanks a lot.